We are in Norfolk, Virginia for week 3 of the college football season. The Hokies on the road to take on the Old Dominion University Monarchs. Our game preview from Hampton Roads presented by Bojangles. Make your tailgate legendary. Stop by the Blacksburg, Christiansburg, or Radford locations before your next tailgate. It's Bo time. And welcome to Norfolk alongside Mike Burnop. I'm Bill Roth, getting set for Saturday's game between the Hokies and the Old Dominion Monarchs. It's always great to be down here in Hampton Roads. And for the Hokies, Mike, they hope a strong second-half performance last week against Marshall will continue on the road Saturday.
Yeah, they need to carry that over, Bill, because they got it going in the third quarter. The defense came in, got a 3-and-out. The offense got the ball, went on a 12-play drive. 11 of those were runs. Take it in with a Tuten touchdown. Later on, Gosnell makes that great catch. Kyron had a touchdown himself. They got the interception. They kind of got cooking in the second half. First halves have been slow. They got to change that. The offense, Billy, has not scored in the first quarter. And in the second quarter, in both games, they've only managed a field goal. Got to change that.
3 of the next 4 games for the Hokies are on the road. It's very important to play well on the road, and that is where playing well early comes into play Saturday.
No doubt about it. You got to bring that show and take it on the road and try to get a win and take the crowd out of it. Now, we'll have a great crowd here because it's in the 757, but didn't help the Hokies at Vanderbilt. So you got to create that, and Kyron's got to play better. He's got to be better. He's got to be himself. We haven't seen the Kyron we saw at the end of last year yet.
All right, let's talk about this game specifically. ODU is 0-2 on the season. The Hokies come in 1-1. What's interesting about the series, in 5 previous meetings, the home team has won each of the meetings. The Hokies are 0-2 against the Monarchs here at Ballard Stadium. As for this game, Mike, this year, let's start with your keys to the game, and let's start with drones.
Well, I think KD's got to get comfortable. Coach talked about that on multiple occasions this week. He's not been himself. He hasn't been comfortable. Well, what are the reasons for that? Maybe it's a little bit of everything. The offensive line has had some leaks. Teams are forcing him to throw the football. They're not letting him run and get loose. And for whatever reason, he hasn't been quite himself. You realize, Billy, he's got the same amount of carries as Bhayshul Tuten, 31, and he's got 1 yard of offense running the football. That's not good enough. Kyron's a better player than that. He knows that. He's got to get comfortable in his own skin and play better.
You mentioned Bhayshul Tuten. He comes into week 3 of this season for Virginia Tech as the team's leading rusher and the team's leading receiver, but you think the Hokies got to get him the ball even more.
Absolutely. He's the tugboat. You got to get Tuten touches. We saw it last week. 22 carries, had 120 yards. He's had over 100 yards, Bill, in 3 of his last 4 games. And you said that. He's the leading receiver as well. 4 targets last week, 4 receptions. Good things happen when you get the ball to the tugboat Tuten.
And the other key to the game, as Mike sees it, comes when it's third down, not only on offense, but on defense.
Well, think about offense first. Last week, both teams, Billy, 1 of 9 on third down in the first half. Not good enough. That means on offense, your drives are stalling. So you got to get that third down conversion up, much like it was against Vanderbilt. Keeps drives alive, chains moving. As Coach likes to say, keeps you on schedule. Defensively, they did a great job, 1 of 9 on third downs. And they were not very good for the game. So that means that a lot of drives are stalling. The Hokies put that air raid offense to sleep last week. They had 12 pass breakups. They were fantastic last week. Win third down, it gives you a great chance to win the game.
Hokies want to take the crowd out of the game. They want to get off to a good start tomorrow. They're facing an Old Dominion team that has yet to score 20 points in a game, and they look for their first ever win against the Monarchs here at Ballard Stadium. Now, you're a Hokie fan, you're watching our game preview. Be sure to join Mike and me for our Level 7 podcast. It drops every Tuesday morning wherever you get your podcast. Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music. We have great guests each week. Hope you'll be able to join us wherever you get your podcast every Tuesday for Level 7. As for the game this week, well, we've got you covered. No TV of the game. It is on ESPN+, but we hope you will join us on your hometown Virginia Tech Sports Network radio affiliate. We're on the air at 4 o'clock Eastern Time on stations throughout the Commonwealth, Sirius XM Radio, and, of course, the Hokie Sports mobile app. If you're coming to the game, well, there's our frequencies here tomorrow, including our longtime great Hampton Roads affiliate, News Radio 790 WNIS. You'll be able to hear the game right here at Ballard Stadium. Weather looks pretty good. It's not real hot. There is only a slight chance of rain. I think it could be a great night for the Hokies, Mike. They got to figure out a way to get off to a good start and win a road game.
Yeah, that would be nice to see, because from here on out, Billy, that schedule's get a whole lot tougher, and these road games are going to get a lot tougher.
Hokies and ODU. We'll talk with you on the radio from here in Hampton Roads Saturday night.